Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel once again. It's so lovely to have you back here. In case you are new to this channel, my name is Mr. Prosper, popularly known as Mr. Manager. And in this channel, what we basically do is we're concerned with secondary school, high school, chemistry, physics, and mathematics as subjects rather. So we'll try our best to break down some concepts to the understanding of high school students. So in my previous video in chemistry, we were actually dealing with mass volume relationship problems. And in that class, I explained how you'll be able to solve unknown amounts, mass, or volume in a given reaction, which is when they give you a reaction equation. But in today's class, we're going to be dealing with problems that are non-reaction based, meaning problems that do not really necessarily involve the reaction of two substances. Okay. So for you to do this, you just need to remember what I told you in the last class, in the previous class. We said 1 mole of a substance, okay, contains the major things you should know. 1 mole of a substance contains Avogadro's number, which is 6.02 times 10 raised to the power 23 particles, elementary particles. The elementary particles we said are atoms, molecules, and also ions. Those are your elementary particles. Then we also said that the mass, so this is for particles, okay? Then we also said in terms of mass, the mass of 1 mole of a substance is actually called the molar mass of that substance. And then we talked about gases. For a gas, at STP, 1 mole of a gas would occupy a volume of 22. So the parameter here is volume. So a volume of 22.4 dm cube, which is the same thing as 22,400 centimeter cube. These are the major relationships that we're going to be using in this part of the topic. So I came forward in the previous class and wrote a very lengthy formula where I said mole would be equal to, in terms of mass, mole will be equal to mass, as you can see, divided by your molar mass you are seeing here. Also, if you are talking about the mole in terms of your particles, we have that mole is equal to the number of particles divided by your Avogadro's number, which is 6.02 times 10 raised to the power 23. Then if we're talking about in terms of volume, we have that the mole is equal to volume over the molar gas volume, which is 22.4 dm cube, or you can say 22,400 centimeter cube. So these are the formulas I'm going to be using for this particular class. Without wasting much time, make sure you will write this formula somewhere. Without wasting much time, we'll look at examples now. Okay, so these are first example. What's the question we have here? It said if 200 centimeter cube of a gas at STP has a mass of this, what is its molar mass? So this is the formula I just showed you guys. So what you simply do is take note of the parameters that are being mentioned in the question. First of all, I have volume. So this is the part of the formula that deals with volume. So I would make use of this part of the formula. Also, I have mass. This is the part in the formula that talks about mass. So what I simply do now is I write this part of the formula to be equal to this part of the formula, because the question is relating the volume of a gas and then its mass. So you pick this part and then you pick this part. The formula we use now becomes mass over molar mass equal to volume over molar volume. So remember, the molar volume can be 22.4 dm cube. It can also be 22,400 cm cube. Which of them would I use in my calculation is dependent on one, the options given. So I'm treating this as a theory question. So since this is expressed in cm cube, I would just like to make use of 22,400 cm cube. If this was in dm cube, I would use 22.4 dm cube. But remember, it's also subject. If it were to be an objective question, to be subject to the units in which the options are being expressed. So for here, I'll be making use of, for this particular example, I'm going to be making use of 22,400 centimeter cube. So the question is asking us to calculate the molar mass. So I will simply say, let the molar mass be X. So let's substitute in what we have. The mass is given in the question to be this. So we have 0.268 divided by the molar mass, I've taken it to be X, is equal to the volume given in the question is 200 centimeter cube. Okay, let me do without the units. Divided by the molar volume, I'm making use of 22,400 centimeter cube. So that said, if you should cross multiply from here, which is what you do normally in mathematics, and you make x the subject of formula, at the end of the day, x is going to be, this number would multiply this, so you have 0.268 times 22,400. X would multiply 200. To make x alone, you divide both sides by 200. So this would be all over 200. Now, we are calculating molar mass. The unit for molar mass, I've told you guys, is grams per mole. So you include that. So you punch your calculator and then you arrive at your final answer, which is what?
30016/5.
Okay. Which will give you the answer in decimal to be what? I think that should be 30 gram per mole. Please confirm that for me. 30 gram per mole. That becomes your final answer for this particular problem. So if you have a question on this, ensure to put it on the comment section. We go to example 2 now quickly. Okay, now let's look at our second example. The question says, how many molecules? Remember, molecules refers to particles. So a molecule is one of the three fundamental particles that make up matter. So you know you are making use of this part of the formula. Okay, so they say how many molecules of oxygen would occupy a volume. So we are making use of this part of the formula. So you equate this part and this part. So our formula becomes number of particles over 6.02 times 10 raised to power 23 equal to volume over molar volume. So let's substitute in our parameters. The number of particles here now, which is the number of molecules, is what we're looking for. So for that, I'm going to say, let the number of particles, in this case, the particle being mentioned is molecules. So let's take it to be X. Always take your unknown to be a variable, any letter of your choice. So in place of number of particles, I'm going to be writing X divided by 6.02 times 10 raised to power 23 equal to the volume given for the gas, which is oxygen, is 2.24 cm cube, 2.24 cm cube. So when you are using your molar volume, you should be making use of 22,400 cm cube as given there. So you have 22,400 cm cube. Once you've gotten your equation like this, the next thing you do is to do what? Cross multiply as usual. So when you are cross multiplying, you write x becomes equal to, you open your bracket. So this number will multiply this. So I'll write 6.02 times 10 raised to the power 23 would multiply 2.24. Now, any number that multiplies x, you have to divide both sides with that number. So I'll be dividing with 22,400. Remember, x represents your molecules, the number of molecules. So the unit you put at the back here is molecules. So your final answer becomes, yes, calculator,
6.02 times 10 raised to the power 19.
10 raised to the power 19 molecules. I believe it's super clear and easy. So with these examples, just these two examples, you should be able to tackle any problem in your exam, any mass volume related problem that doesn't involve a reaction. In the last class, I taught you how to solve questions involving reactions. Now I've shown you how to solve problems that do not involve reactions. You simply make use of this formula. Know the part of the formula to pick according to the parameter given in the question. Once you write those two parts of the formula, you take your unknown to be a variable, and then you simply cross multiply and you have your answer. Now I'm going to give you an assignment to do at the end of this video. Solve it and drop your answer in the comment section. I'll see you in my next class.